What is going on? What is going on? We live, man. Yo, it's heating up. What's happening, man? How are we doing, everybody, man? Welcome to another one, man. Definitely give some people some time to get in here. We're gonna talk about this. This is very interesting. What is going on at Ponaganset? Coach Cook is no longer over there. Coach Cook is now at Coventry High School. I believe that's what the word is. I haven't confirmed that, but we're gonna talk a little bit about what's going on the last couple of days, what we heard over there at Ponaganset High School. Um Coach Cook has a different point of view of why he left than what the administration has over at Ponaganset, and that's what we're here for. We're here to get to the bottom of this. But first, congratulations to Coach Cook, um, the new offensive coordinator, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, over there at Coventry High School. Coach Cook's probably going to go in there and turn things around. But um, but we're gonna listen, share this because you're not going to want to miss this. We're going to talk about a few things, some stuff that we discovered today. I'm going to share this. I'm going to put the link up in the corner of the screen because if you want to come on the show, if you have something that you want to say about this situation, definitely feel free. But I'm going to share it.
So
You
Coach Cook
take
is
the time, go on
definitely, I'm
YouTube, check it
definitely
out
he's not
over
going to be without a
on
job
YouTube.
long.
Yep. Share this. Let's do it.
We hearing up
We'll be
in
right back.
Westerly that they could be going with a running attack this year, ground and pound. Maybe going back to the way that the single wing, the way Dwayne Miranda ran his team in 2018, 2019, which with Tristan Toronto was a very good offense, but you have the line for that single wing, that and pound. But we will have to see. When I spoke with the Westerly head coach, said he was going to go with a spread, and with
Definitely
some run
share
options.
this. We'll be right back. We're gonna talk about the Ponaganset
Rays
situation, man.
Wolfie looking
This
very, very good
is getting crazy,
coming out
but
of
now
last
supposedly Coach
season
Cook is over there
with
at
a
Coventry
championship in the
as the
spring,
offensive
coming from
coordinator.
Situate.
But
Imagine going
let
from
me tell you, Ponaganset
Situate that does not have
as
a field
well
and will not
as
probably have a
Coach Cook,
field
they
for the
both
next
have two
5
different
years.
things.
That
What
is
they're
tied up
saying
in
is going on, and
litigation.
we're gonna talk about both of them.
And then you go up to
We're
St.
gonna talk
Rick and you
about
have a
both
great
situations.
season
But definitely it is
like that young man had,
pretty screwed
playing with
up.
some
What
great
happened with
athletes
Coach Cook.
and
He
great
put a lot
coaches
into
in
that
Coach
program.
Ray Martinez. Shout
But
out to
yeah,
MVP
definitely
vending
share this.
machines.
Give me a minute. We'll be right back. And if y'all want to come
Shout out to
on the
Coach
show,
Nine
I'm gonna put the
Barrels.
link
He
up
was over
there
at the youth
as
football
well. Let me
championships
get this
yesterday.
down. Hang on. Yes, definitely. I gotta make that a
So
full
yeah, so
screen. There we
Coach
go.
Cook,
Boom.
such a
All right,
shame.
check this out. We'll be right back.
Let me see if I
And
can
we'll
get
talk
this
about
up.
this. You should be able to hear it, right?
It's crazy when politics play into losing great football coaches, and it happens way too often. Where because there's somebody on the school committee or something that just don't like you, or they think that they could do a better job. I mean, who knows? I could be totally wrong. And Coach Cook could be laughing at me, but I'm pretty I do some due diligence when I put out this information, and my football community is pretty good with getting me this information. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Yep, a nice easy Google search We have it right up here, so we're gonna put it up on the
All right,
screen for
we
y'all.
back. Let me get this
Because that's what
paused,
we do,
man,
right?
and
If
we talk
anything,
about
you know,
what's
like,
going on, man. Coach Cook, man, we all applaud the job Coach Cook has been doing up there at Ponaganset High School the last couple of seasons. Coach Cook has done a great job, I think, because when he took over that program, it was kind of, there we go. It was kind of like Situate is, not winning a lot of games. So the job that Coach Cook did over there at Ponaganset, exceptional job, and I think that everyone should be giving him a round of applause. But so I tried a couple times to reach out to Coach Cook, and for whatever reason, he always seems to kind of take the opposite of what I try to tell him and try to help him with. Like, let's get in front of this. Do you want to talk about this? But basically, what Coach Cook said was that no, sorry. He wrote a petition, got like 400 people, and so people start asking Coach Cook this week about what's going on. Are you leaving? Are you not staying at Ponaganset? Um, and Coach Cook, some people he said, no, I'm staying. I'm still thinking about it. But a lot of people knew that him and Jacob Nealon wasn't really seeing eye to eye. A lot of people knew that there was a lot of rumors going on. Things were going very, very fast. But from what Coach Cook was telling everybody, that he just did not want to apply yet. And the deadline was, I think, June 7th. I think Sasso intended to reapply, but Coach Cook said, and then I hear that Coach Cook was taking a position with Coventry High School as the offensive coordinator with Coach Alejandro. So they reach out to the school and say, you know what? Well, let's see what the school has to say about all this. And what the school is saying, the school basically said that and this was by Shelly Pezza. She said that the school administration did what it felt was necessary after the release of the Ponaganset High School Civil Rights Investigation report from the Rhode Island Attorney General's office. She went on to say that this report has also been followed up by a number of other complaints, and at this time, we definitely have to do what's right by the students. So what Coach Cook is saying, and I hope that's right, that Coach Cook, and Burrville does the same thing. Every year they want these coaches to reapply for these positions, reapply for these jobs. And it kind of shows, like, what support are you showing for me? Now, you might have seen my last podcast, and we had a lot of support for Coach Cook. And me and Coach Cook, we butted heads of, we had our differences. And I still was there to support him through this situation, but I'm also here to bring you what we find out through our not even gonna call it investigation, what we find out, through our findings. You know, and I remember there was something about whitewashing going on at Ponaganset, maybe last year, and I don't know if this was the same investigation, but having a civil rights violation investigation into your program is definitely not good at all. And was there something connected to the football program? But now Coach Cook moves on. He goes to Coventry High School. But if you want to go to the Valley Breeze, we're gonna skim through what the Valley Breeze had written. Give me 1 second, see if I can get it up on the screen. And I think this is unfortunate. And I hope Coach Cook wouldn't have done nothing to violate a civil rights violation, but the school is saying that, because of let me put what the school said up on the screen. The school basically said it did what it felt was necessary after the release of the Ponaganset High School Civil Rights Investigation report from the Office of the Attorney General's office. And I would hope that if they just made this threat to get rid of Coach Cook, because we're gonna go back and I'm gonna tell you a little narrative that goes back a couple of seasons. So I hope they wouldn't just. I don't think they would make this up. And I know throughout all over the state they're doing these equity audits and stuff, but this seems like bigger than an equity audit. A civil rights investigation. That's major to have a civil rights investigation. But I know going back a couple of years ago, I believe Jacob Nealing was a coach for Coach Cook, was an assistant coach, and for whatever reason, I don't know if things did not work out. But Coach Cook fired him. He got rid of him, and some people told him, Jimmy, I don't know if that was the best idea. I think this kid's mom is on the school committee, so then this young man becomes the athletic director when Marcelo takes off to go to RAIL. Jacob Nealon steps up and becomes the athletic director over there at I'm live, man. I live. I live. I live, bro. You can't call me when I'm live. But definitely share this. Please share it, and we're gonna talk about it. But a couple years ago, when Tom Marcello got into RAIL, it was a good time for Jacob Nealing to step up to the plate and get that AD job. And I think when he did that, Jimmy was like, "Oh snap, this guy can't stand me." So and so Jimmy at that time, he says, "I'm gonna apply for the Cranston East job." So he goes out and he applies for the Cranston East job. And this was right after he gave the recommendation over to Situate to get Derek D'Souza the job over there. Yeah, because Jimmy vouched for Derek, I think, which was a great thing to do. I mean, something you definitely want to do for a friend, help your friend get in as a coach. Build a network, right? That's what it's all about. It's all about building a network. So then Jimmy, and that would have been a great program, Cranston East. I think it was Cranston East, right? To take over, with Jimmy's connection with CLCF. I mean, what can you say? Like, he's been kind of hooked up with CLCF forever. So with his connection with CLCF being over there in Cranston, and then I think he withdrew his application. And then this year comes around. Oh, and then he wins the Super Bowl. And Nealon wanted to get rid of him, but you can't really fire him when the guy wins a damn Super Bowl, right? So you're gonna have to, toughen it out for another year. And I thought Cook had the way he was talking, like he had it made over there. He had it made over there at Ponaganset. They talked about the infrastructure that he basically had to run into place. That all they had to really do is show up and coach. So as long as Cook was winning, I thought they would have dealt with him. But here now, Jacob Nealon, he's seen his opportunity. But this is much bigger than we thought. We didn't really know anything about the civil rights violation. Like, I knew that there was an attorney general investigation at Ponaganset, but I did not know it was a civil rights investigation until a little while ago. Does that make you feel any differently about what's going on? I know at Ponaganset they probably don't have a lot of, a lot of black kids, Spanish kids. I bet it's predominantly a white school. And I remember a few months ago, I think they had the whitewashing article over there. But yeah, man, this is crazy. But Jimmy Cook got out of Dodge. He's out of Ponaganset now. Heads over there to Coventry different environment, different, different crowd. Now he's going to be the OC, running the show behind Alejandro. If Alejandro would have stayed over there at Shea, he would actually been the head coach at Shea. But he leaves Shea last year. He goes over there with Jimmy Cook. And now they family. What do you know? And now Jimmy Cook is gonna go over there to Coventry, and he's gonna be a Coventry Oka man. Well, what a package they got going on over there. Fagnoli, the principal, that relationship is weird all by itself. To see how them two communicate with each other, it just don't look like the typical principal athletic director situation, but it is what it is. Yeah, but this is crazy. I hope what Jimmy is saying is more accurate. Was that basically let me get it up here actually. I hope what Jimmy was saying is more accurate, was that he just did not want to reapply, and some people are pretty much done being a head coach. Some people don't want to be bothered anymore being head coach. Here it is. Valley Breeze, conflicting messages. All right, I just want to make sure y'all can see the whole damn screen. But football's already kind of getting interesting, right? We're bringing all them stories to you because this is what you want to hear. You want this behind the scenes stuff. That's what everybody cares about. They want that behind the scenes stuff as well. But it says around noon last Tuesday, right? More than 440 students. This was a day after Monday, and I heard that Coach Cook basically got the job at Coventry last Monday. But shout out to everyone that signed that petition. Over 440 students had signed a petition to rehire Ponaganset football coaches James Cook and Anthony Sasso, with signees believing the two have been fired. Now you'll see in this article that we read, the school does say that they were terminated. Cook had said some of the students were misinformed about the district's process of coaches reapplying for the coaching job every year, and many thought the coaches were fired. But he said Tuesday he had not reapplied yet, but he also had not been laid off. Now, this is according to what Coach Cook is saying. It's a bunch of rumors. Rumors spread fast. Cook said that the deadline to reapply was Wednesday, June 7th, 2 days after Monday, and that he and Sasso intended to do so. I think Sasso already reapplied from what I heard from Ponaganset. No one was fired. The petition has since been taken down, but the stories of several children and the lessons Cook taught them among the way remained. And that's what's important here. We can't get lost in all the positive things Coach Cook has done, Coach Sasso has done, the whole staff has done. They had Adam Vinatieri was there last year, him and Cliff Fulton, shaking hands. The Valley Breeze has reached out to the Ponaganset School Committee chairperson, Shelly Pezza, and she thanked the paper for reaching out regarding the termination of the two coaches. Pezza said the school administration did what it felt was necessary after the release of the Ponaganset High School Civil Rights Investigation report from the Office of the Attorney General's office. This one report has been followed by a number of other complaints, and they said they will always do what's right by the students. The Valley Breeze, we also requested reports of to the school officials, to the AG's office, waiting on the packages to come, and then we'll read the whole report and see exactly what is inside that report, see why you get rid of a coach. that coached Ponaganset from 2018 up until last year. But Coach Cook is saying, I don't know nothing about no investigations from no AGs, no ABCs. He said, I don't know nothing about nothing. Cook said, I just wanted to coach football. If you was one of the fortunate ones to see the petition, Cook was definitely celebrated on the petition page for helping countless Ponaganset football players go up a division last year from Division 4 down to 3, up to Division 3, and he still made the playoffs. Coach Cook also coached at different youth and high school levels since 1994 and was an assistant coach from 2011 to 2014 at Smithfield High School in 2015 and Johnston back in 2007. Ponaganset football went undefeated in 2021 and won the Division 4 Super Bowl in the last 5 years at Ponaganset High School. Cook posted a 30-11 record, which includes the playoffs from 2014 to 2017. Ponaganset's record was 4-26. Yeah, they were bad. They were bad. But if you want to come on and talk about this, I could post the link. Yeah, pretty unfortunate, but now Coach Cook, he's gonna bounce back. Now he's over there at Coventry, But as soon as we have this civil rights violation, we're definitely gonna take it to the people. We're gonna read it. We're gonna see what it says. Congratulations to some coaching changes going on. I posted earlier today. First, we have congratulations, Coach Jimmy Cook, going over to Coventry High School as the new offensive coordinator. Whenever Coventry gets going, I heard they're probably going to be close to mandatory by the time they get started over there at Coventry. Who else? Shane Parker, man. Congratulations, Shane Parker, man. Well deserving of a new coaching job at Mount Hope. Shane becomes the new head football coach at Mount Hope Football. And our man Joey Kaleo, Westerly Bulldog alumni, Central Knights, line coach over there with Coach Washington. Well, Joey Kaleo is going to go up to Mansfield, Massachusetts, and be the D-line coach. Congratulations, Coach Joey. North Kingstown, a coaching job. Portsmouth, coaching change. Central Falls, Westerly. Like, the turnover of coaches have been crazy. And now, who takes over Ponaganset? Who takes over Ponaganset right now that Jimmy Cook is no longer there? And what do you really think about Ponaganset saying that basically that this is circling around a civil rights violation? So, school administration at Ponaganset saying it did what it felt was necessary after the release of the Ponaganset High School Civil Rights Investigation report from the Office of the Attorney General. That sounds bad, but salute to Jimmy, man. Good luck. We got your back. You know what I mean? We always got to stand strong and support the ones that really should be supporting us. But I just wanted to bring you what was going on. Full transparency. What do you think about this? West Warwick had football signups the other day. I think they had a good amount of people. Coventry, I hope they'll be having signups soon. So, Alejandro and Cook ride again. All right, people, man, we appreciate it. I'm going to leave you with some of last week's show. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. And again, if you want to come on, I will actually, before I'll give any of the viewers a few minutes if you want to come up and if you want to say something in support of Coach Cook. Because I'll tell you what, I guarantee Coach Cook will see this. But salute to him. I really do. I wish Coach Cook the I wish of nothing but the best success. This is just news. This is, this is something serious. It's a civil rights report, civil rights violation. So, we definitely have to report it. We have to talk about it. And really, I'm like, why was it that Coach Cook was singled out by Ponaganset? I'm curious by that. There we have it. It's up on the screen. Um, exactly. Yo, we wish nothing but the best success. This is just news. Exactly. No, yeah, nah, that's a fact. But we don't even know what type of wish Coach Cook the best until Coventry plays Johnston. There you go. Hey, congratulations, right? The new athletic director over there at Johnston High School, man. A lot of new changing of the gods going on, all around Rhode Island. But yeah, Coach Cook did a lot of great things, and I said it earlier that me and Coach Cook, we had our issues, but if you watched the last show the other day, I think it's a shame. I think it's a little late in the game. I know Jacob Nealon did not want Coach Cook over there, but we have to be transparent. You know what I mean? We got to like people want to know what is going on. And I tell people all the time, like a lot of people, oh, you only talk about the negative. No, I don't, but that's what people kind of are attracted to. So that's what you see. I got a lot of different episodes, but yeah, it's crazy. Yo, listen to the May family, man. Rest in peace. Condolences, man. Prayers. It's a shame. If anything we could do to help the family out, any kind of advertisement we could do for Johnston Little League, any promotion that they need, our prayers go out to the May family, and everybody that was affected by that tragedy over there in Johnston, man. But let's say what's up to Shane Parkerman. Yo, Shane, congratulations, man. New coach of Mount Hope. Deserving, right? Clap it up for Shane Parker. What's up with that? Is Johnston are they gonna be looking at a new coach soon? Is coach over there gonna kind of kick back and go watch his boy play some college football? Where's he up in UCLA doing backflips and stuff? Ronnie Spizzato taking over up there in Westerly. Wes Warwick seems to. I talked to Coach Pennington a few days ago. He's getting his boys in the gym. They are working out. I talked to Coach Goodhart really quick. He's down in Virginia doing his thing, wide receiver coach. You know, um, so he said what's up to everybody. Central Falls has a new coach. A lot of changing of the gods going on. But yeah, for whatever's going on, we wish Coach Cook the best. It's gonna be a shame without him over there at Ponaganset. But I think we all should wait till we see this civil rights violation before anybody kind of judges anyone, because all we know is Coach Cook did great things, but a lot of kids, a lot of people talk great about him. Things that he did over there in CLCF. I mean, he's been around CLCF for a long time. I mean, how long has he been around over at CLCF? At least if I remember reading, like since he was like 8 years old, Coach Cook signed up for CLCF. Imagine that, 8 years old. His whole family's over there. His uncle Arthur's over there. You know, shout out to Arthur Jordan. Arthur actually played center for Cranston East from 72 to 74. And I think that team actually, I think they won a couple titles. And they actually had back to back first team All State in 74 and 75. Man, Arthur Jordan was so good as a young football player. Him and Jimmy would tell me that things would get so competitive between Jimmy and Arthur. I think Jimmy was wrestling. I think he played football over there at Cranston East. You know, he wanted to be just like his uncle. So, you know, and I think Arthur should be thrilled. You know, Jimmy started coaching on the sideline in 1994, and where he started at the Edgewood Eagles before heading over to CLCF Chiefs. And basically, it comes right back around full circle, doesn't it, Jimmy? You know, Jimmy's passion for football, it wasn't going to end at CLCF, was it? I mean, he wanted to climb that ladder to eventually become head coach, you know, but who knew that this would have happened? You know, but you know what, Jimmy? You get right back. You got another job. You're going to refine your OC skills. But along Jimmy's way, he coached at Bishop Hendricken, Tollgate. Back in 1996, people tell stories when Jimmy became the head football coach of Cranston East, where he was stayed over there until about 1998. You know, and then around that time, he joins the staff of Pilgrim. A couple of years later, he becomes the defensive coordinator of the same Ponaganset team that he would eventually become the head coach a few years later. And in 2014, the head coach of Smithfield High School offered Cook a spot on his staff, where Jimmy became both the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator for the next 3 years. I mean, I'm sure he was nervous being on both sides of the ball, but Jimmy said he definitely learned a lot about how the high school game works during that time. And he actually did such a good job that in 2017, he was offered a coach's position with Johnston High School. You know, and I'm sure he was, you know, thrilled to get that season in on the Panthers sideline. And then he applied for the newly opened head coaching position with Ponaganset. But at that time, the Chiefs were still in Division 4, which is based off all kinds of crazy nonsense. We'll talk about that another time. You know, so he ends up getting the head coach job at Ponaganset, and what everyone says, oh, that was my dream job. It was your dream job until another dream gets shattered. You know, but he definitely had the chance to finally run his own program and picking up a lot of things along the way. So it took all them years for Jimmy to learn everything he knows now. So we found out in his first season that he had to change the team's culture and mindset. I mean, early on then, the team was kind of like a Situate is now. He probably only had 20 kids max, 25 kids. But he said that them kids on that first team that he had over there at Ponaganset, they played hard. And they actually finished the season at 6-4. They actually even made the playoffs, losing in the semis. But Jimmy Cook said at that time, he was just laying the cornerstone. And from there, the numbers started going up. And then by his second year, after he's seen the numbers going up during the school days, handing out flyers, speaking to potential players, like he's really, really working. I mean, listen, like, and Jimmy Cook's been known to be like to bring kids in through the CLCF program, using his connections in Cranston, to get kids in. So it was a good deal for Ponaganset. And let's not kid ourselves. That was a big reason why Ponaganset brought Jimmy in. But good luck to Coach Cook. I wish him all the luck over there. All right, I fixed it. Sorry. Shout out to Craig Jones, man. One of the parents over there at Coventry High School, right? Are you still over there? When does Coventry go back to playing? I'm hearing it might be mandatory workouts by time. Are they doing? Because most schools and programs are already in the gym. They got guys already in the gym working. Some are not going every day, but the serious ones are. I think Westerly is in the gym quite often. Where's Coventry right now? The sound should definitely be okay now. Yeah, so basically, when Jimmy first started coaching his first season, he knew he had to change the team's culture and the mindset. Not really having a lot of kids to dress that first season, and now, I mean, what is he up to? 100 and some odd kids, but, a lot of people really seen a lot of good things for Ponaganset this year, and right now it's going to be tough for them. Have a new coach come in, you know, um, You got to change everything around. You know, so yeah, so when Jimmy was going into his second season, he had a strategy. And at that point, he had between 40 and 50 kids, to try out and make the team back in 2019. And the football culture was changing, and the program was really beginning to shape up. Thank you. Yeah, Ponaganset was starting to shape up at that time. You had what can you say about Marcus Carpenter, right? And then the RAIL realigns the D4 conference, which consisted of Tollgate, North Providence, Narragansett, Hope, Situate, Davies, EWG, Prout, and Smithfield. And then that realignment comes out. And then there's a little bit more controversy. There's some accusations of Marcelo and Jimmy was creating the schedule for Division 4. You know, um, you know, there's a coach that's not in Division 4 anymore that says he basically had the email to prove it. All crazy things, because envy, people get jealous, so accusations start coming out and people start tagging you. They don't see the excitement, what you're doing. You're trying to build a program, you're going full speed ahead. And then a lot of people getting blinded once COVID came. Everything stops. Everything stops at that point. We watched spring season get shut down totally. We thought no way they would stop football, right? But what they do? Done. Get out of here. Bang, boom. Shalaka laka bang. You ain't getting jack. So now that happens, right? No way it's going to threaten fall sports. No way. And what happened is shut the hell down fall sports. They work out 3 days a week for now. Excellent, excellent. That's good to hear that Coventry is in the gym working out. So Craig, can you confirm that they have a new offensive coordinator? They have a new coach over there. Congratulations, Jimmy. I tried to get Jimmy to talk about this, because if Ponaganset's really screwing him over and really, giving him the shaft, like some people are saying, that this is a personal attack towards Coach Cook. Why are you just gonna shut up and take it? This is a new era. Things are different. But Coach Cook thought I was gonna come on here and dog him. I had to be transparent. It is what it is. This is serious. Not every day. Yes, civil rights violations. Not every day. I've been going through my cards. They're for sale. Just to give you an idea of one, let me show you. Let's see. Here's an autograph, Blaze Jordan. I'll show you another good one. What's that? Rookie. Tom Brady. Oh my. Let's see what else we have. Where's my New York Giant fans? Old school joint. Old school. It's my Giant fans. Pedro Martinez got the ones with the bat in them. Got the ones with the uniform in them. These are all Pedro. Oh, this is the one. Look at this. Look at this June. Look at this one. Brady. What is that? That's a mint 10. But we're excited to have football. How about Tollgate, huh? Tollgate already forfeited the season. Like, what does that say? You got a school that size. You don't have signups yet. You don't even wait till you have signups. And you already quit. You already, like, forfeit the season. Like, come on. North Smithfield working their butt off. They're trying to get things worked out. They got it figured out. But, yeah, how's Division 3? Oh, it's going to be crack-a-lacking. But go over to the YouTube page, check that out. We're gonna start talking a little bit of some battle rap coming up. Yep, talk a few things. I was scammed last week. It's all good. It happens. I'm gonna have a video on that in a little bit. Just to show y'all what's up. But yeah, what do you think? Congratulations, Coach Cook. So Coach Cook is basically saying that a lot of people rush to judgment. They do this every year. But the school is saying, hold on, coach. That isn't what we are saying happened, coach. And Coach Cook is saying, yes, it is. Like, I am not going to reapply. And the school's like, wait a minute. Nope, that is not the truth. So who is telling the truth here? Shout out to Coach Cook. He's basically Coach Cook is basically saying that he just didn't know if he was going to reapply. And I remember last season came around and I talked to Coach Cook and he informed me last year that basically this is what the school does. They basically bring that, they don't have you reapply. Every year you have to reapply. I'm sorry. Every year you have to reapply. So Coach Cook basically was saying he is not going to reapply. And then the school said, wait a minute, that is not true, Coach Cook. This is what the school is saying. The school is saying it did what it felt was necessary after the release of a Ponaganset High School civil rights investigation report from the Office of the Attorney General's office. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comment section below. We're definitely going to keep an eye on this. Shout out to Coach Cook. I definitely talk to you soon. All right, people. I think that might be about it. Congratulations to all the new coaches that are coming around. And there have been a bunch of new coaches.
That's the bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy. That's the bad guy. The bad guy. The bad guy.
And then we find out that the superintendent puts out his email that read, on Friday last week, the administration was made aware of concerning behavior involving a male Westerly High School staff member directed at a Westerly High School student. Upon learning of this, Westerly PD, the AG's office, were contacted and engaged. As the matter involves issues of student privacy, as personal issues, and is still being actively investigated. Both the district law enforcement, we can share little more than what appears to be at this time. So what they do, they went and gave Daddy a job.
Time I pull the plug, the game is over. The game is over. It's time I pull the plug. The game is.
I love what Mikey does. Sometimes I'm like, yo, you over the edge, TMZ with it. But
the boy gonna do you something nasty.
I hate to say it, more times than not, he get the results he want.
Right, and to be honest with you, I honestly don't think it's over. Honestly, I think exactly what this state needs. We've always needed a platform where we can call out the nonsense,
the repercussions,
and give people the props that they deserve, and call out the people who are full of it. And honestly, I think that more and more people are starting to utilize Mike's platform for that. And honestly, I know a lot of folks. A lot of people talk to me, "Oh, Emerson, like you're on there and you talk this and you talk that," and I'm like, "Listen," I said. Name one thing that he's been wrong about.
That's the bad guy. Bad guy. Bad guy. That's the bad guy. The bad guy.